Good evening, everybody. My name is Adrian Hanks, and tonight I'm going to share for 1 hour some information on meditation. So if you are new to meditation, this is great because I'm going to teach you how to start a meditation practice for yourself that's really nice and easy. And also, if you're someone who's meditating already, perhaps maybe you are not following that practice quite as fully as you can be. So I'm going to help you to do that as well. I'm going to help you to get more of a practice in place. And if you're someone who's been practicing for a very long time, like myself, you'll still get benefit from this because one never knows when you get an extra little bit of a tip or an insight to deepen your meditation practice. So this is for everybody. So why don't we begin by doing a very, very basic short meditation so that we can tune in collectively and actually start this evening of meditation. So let me take you through the few basics of how to get yourself going with meditation. So the first thing I would suggest you do is turn off any other distractions. Turn off your phones. Do not connect up to other Facebook pages. Just have one thing, and that's to focus on my voice. Because that's all you need to do is focus on my voice. And in fact, for the next hour, I suggest is just focus on this one webinar so you're not distracted. Try and keep that focus because meditation is about focus. So this is a good practice to be doing one single thing. So that's the first thing, is to turn off all those things. The other is to find yourself that comfortable position, but not too comfortable where you may fall asleep. And what I suggest for people coming into meditation, and I still do this myself actually, is come to the edge of the chair. So you're not leaning back in the chair. So come to the edge of the chair, feet flat on the floor, maybe hands by your side or on your legs, or just holding together, maybe on your belly. An upright, nice straight spine. So there's a nice channel coming through here. And just getting used to that for a moment, just sitting in that space. Getting used to just being still. We are so often human doings rather than human beings. So let's do a bit of being tonight. Let's be still. Let's be in meditation. Let's be with ourselves. So just holding the space, sitting still on the edge of the seat, or if you have a usual meditation pose, then find that for yourself for a moment. And then it's about finding the breath. And a good way to begin is because a lot of people start the meditation in a tense space with some tension, with some mind thoughts. So a great way to begin meditation is to just let go. Just letting go with a big sigh is a great way to do that. Oh, usually 3 or 4 is great. Big breath in and letting go. And again, and just letting go. And it's a great thing to do, is to let go. It really is. Just letting go, letting go, letting go. And then the next thing is to either choose to have your eyes closed, which most people prefer, or just very softly closed. So there's a bit of light coming in, or open eye meditation. There's no fast rule, but most people do prefer just to close their eyes. They find it easier to relax, often with their eyes closed. So in saying all of that, are you sitting? Have you done the release to let go of any tension? Finding a nice, soft breath. You've chosen whether your eyes are going to be open or closed, soft or fully open. Just bring your awareness to your breathing. It just simply means you follow your breathing up and down, in and out. whichever describes it best for you. Maybe just one or two nice sighs, just to really drop in. In breath and sigh. Feel yourself relaxing. Feel yourself dropping in, dropping in, dropping in. Allowing the shoulders to loosen, the jaw to loosen. Softening the face. Following your breathing. In breath and out breath. That's good. That's good. Letting that breath be with you. In breath and out breath. That's good. Just another 2 or 3 nice breaths, and I'm going to ask you to open your eyes and come back to the screen, to my voice. Remember, staying focused. Staying focused with me, not being distracted with anything else. Welcome back. So that was a real basic breath meditation, and you can do that any time. Seriously, you can do that any time. Morning, day, night. You can do that when you're stressed. You can do that anytime. Anytime. So just breathing in, breathing in. That's all we have to do with meditation. So many forms of meditation, many forms. All right, Stephen, if you, this is going public, if you want to be seen publicly, you can stay on. If you don't, you can just mute yourself so you're not seen, because we are live on Facebook too. So just to let you know, if you're happy to be there, you can be. Welcome aboard. So meditation, what is it? Because it's a great question, is it? What is meditation? It's a big question I'm often asked. And for me, meditation is just a process of going from one consciousness into another consciousness, into a space of resting the mind, into a place of taking ourselves out of our daily doing space into another space. But there are many realms of consciousness. And when we do meditation, we can enter many different realms of consciousness. But just changing the breathing takes us into another realm. Changing our thoughts takes us into another realm. Just hyperventilating with our breath takes us into another realm. Slowing the breathing takes us to another realm. When we start to do that consciously, when we start to traverse those different realms consciously through meditation, it's very empowering and has many benefits, health benefits. Keeps the mind sharp, keeps the body in good shape, connects us to spirit. We can do emotional meditations. So many forms of meditation. And one thing I say to people, and this was a gift that was given to me over 20 years ago. It was given to me by one of my meditation teachers, Henk, when I was doing my teacher training, and we were doing meditation as part of the training. Because a part of teaching is being in a teaching space when one walks into a classroom. And a great way to do that is to find a meditation that brings through the energy of the teacher. So we were learning a few different meditation techniques, and Henk said to me, Adrian, he said, what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask you to gift yourself something that's going to last you for the rest of your life. I want you to find a meditation that you can do every single day. And I said to him, can you give me an indication of what sort of thing that might be? He said, well, it could be a small verse. They're very good to work with, or a small image, just to work with, maybe an image of a deity. And we were talking, and I asked him if he had something specific maybe he'd like to give me as a gift. And he said, well, there is a little phrase I'd like to give you. And he gave me that phrase. And that was over 20 years ago. And I've been meditating on that almost daily now for 20 years. So over 70,000 meditations probably of that same meditation with the same words. Because what happens when we get into conscious repetitive work with things like mantras and words, they get deeper and deeper and deeper, and we can fathom the meaning of them deeper and deeper and deeper. So this particular phrase that I was given, I've deepened that to such a degree. I've got a very deep, meaningful understanding for myself, subjective view of what that means. And it's very powerful. So when I drop into that now, I can go right down the rabbit hole with it. So one suggestion is to find an image or a few words or a word. It may be, for instance, just the word beauty. Just meditating on that one word every day for the rest of your life. Because what it means is you've got something to drop into without having to go and find something. You don't have to scratch around thinking, oh, which meditation today? So you have your one basic meditation you do every single day. So if you haven't started one yet, I suggest today's the day to start it. And then tomorrow, you do the same meditation. And Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, Saturday, and 1 week, and 2 weeks, and a month, and 3 months, and 6 months, and 1 year, and 2 years, and 10 years, and then 20 years, and just continue. Alongside that, you can do other meditations too. But please have your basic meditation first. That's what I would suggest. So let's just start with one word tonight, just to give you an idea of what this means. And I will start with the word beauty. So what I'm going to ask you to do is do a similar thing. Find your meditation position. Sigh and let go of any tension that's sitting there. There might be a bit of a tension come up now that I've just mentioned what sort of meditation we're doing. Just do that. Just letting go, letting go, letting go. Closing your eyes. I just want you to say in your mind the word beauty. Beauty. If you want to say it out loud, that's okay as well. If you want to do it internally, that's okay. And as you breathe, I want you to say the word as you breathe in, and say the word as you breathe out. Just internally. If you want to do it externally as well, that's okay. Now I'd like you to accentuate every aspect of that word. Vowels and the consonants in that word. Slow the word down as you breathe. Down into the syllables. Depends how you say. You may have 2 syllables, you may have 3. And maybe break up your breathing to resonate with those 2 or 3 syllables. You drop down each breath for each syllable, and then back up again on the in-breath. Just play around with finding a rhythm with your breathing and with the syllables of the word. Just Keep saying it over and over. That's good. Keep going. You may find that after 3 or 4 breaths, you lose the focus and you start thinking of other things, images or words or thoughts will come into your mind. So you just bring yourself back. Bring yourself back to the word beauty and start again. In breath and out breath. Find the syllables. Slow it down. And you simply start again. Beauty. Breathing in, breathing out. The word beauty filling the breathing space. Bringing yourself back to the word beauty. Constantly bringing yourself back to the breath, into the word beauty. Feeling the resonance of the word as you speak it internally or externally. Beauty. That's good. Another couple of breaths, another couple of focuses on the word beauty. When you're ready, open your eyes, come back to the screen, come back to my voice. Open your hands and stretch your toes as you come back. So that's a great way to find your daily meditation, is to find a word, a phrase, an image. Words are good. Phrases are good. And write it down. Put it in your journal, put it so you don't forget it for a couple of days. And then just practice that on a daily routine, every single day. In 12 months' time, you will know the depth and the meaning of why. It takes a while. You might forget to do a few days, or you might forget for a couple of weeks. Bring yourself back constantly. Maybe in your journal, or pin something up around the house, meditation. Lock it into the hard drive. So that you actually become a meditator. So it's a part of your practice. So that's a great one. So we've done a short breathing meditation when we arrived and when we started. We've done the word or the phrase or the image meditation. So there's a couple you could just do those two for the rest of your life and you would have a profound experience. But I am going to share a few more with you. And as I go through the evening, I'm going to make them a little bit more challenging for you, a little bit more in depth for you. But even if you are a meditator already, even if you do meditation, if you just follow this again and just allow yourself to drop in on a deeper level, and then you can also take yourself into that deeper space of your meditation practice. I've had some amazing meditation teachers in my life, and I still go back and listen to them, sometimes the same meditations over and over and over again, because it's the repetition of meditation that makes it very strong. And it does take a while to learn a few different meditations. I mean, we can do mindfulness meditation, we can do heart open meditations, we can do will meditations, we can do the body meditations, the chakra meditations, the walking meditations. I play didgeridoo meditation. There's many ways. So the next one I'd like to share with you is a similar process. So getting comfortable again in your chair, but not too comfortable. Edge of chair is good, nice straight back. And this is the muscle relaxation meditation. Now, this is a great one if you're feeling stressed, particularly if it's body stress, if you're feeling stress in the body, if you're aching in the body, if there's tension in the body. This is a great one to release that and relieve that. And you can do this in just a few minutes, or you can extend it to a longer time, like 30 minutes or even an hour, and just take it really slow and focusing on all aspects of your body. And you can go to the micro, you can go to your fingers and your toes individually. But I'm just going to give a general 5 or 6 minute meditation tonight, just to give you a taste of the body relaxation technique meditation. So once again, just finding that comfortable position, closing your eyes if you choose to. This one, feet flat on the floor. Just finding your breath. Bring yourself in. If you need to do the sigh to let go, that's a good thing to do. Just, oh, another meditation from Adrian, a bit of stress and let go. Ah. I'm going to ask you to bring your focus and your attention to your toes, to your feet. And just curling your toes, curling your feet. Tension, tension. Tense your toes up, tense your ankles up, tense your feet. As tight as you can. And then just hold that, hold it, hold it. Holding the tension. Holding the tension. Holding the tension in your feet, your toes. Just breathing into it. Soft breathing as you're holding. A nice big out breath. I'm going to ask you to release very slowly, releasing your toes. Oh, release, release, let go, let go, let go. Releasing the toes. And breathing. That's good. Then I'm going to ask you to bring your awareness to your calves, your thighs, and your buttocks. I'm going to ask you to tension them and squeeze them tight. Squeezing your calves, squeezing your thighs, squeezing your buttocks. Tight, tight, tight. As tight as you can. Just holding that tension. Holding the tension. Squeezing, squeezing. Tension, tension. Holding, holding. And then on that out breath, just simply letting go nice and slowly. Okay. Okay. Letting go of that tension in the buttocks, thighs, and the calves. And just breathing softly and deeply. Now I'm going to ask you to bring your focus and attention to your back, and your shoulders, and your neck. I'm going to ask you to take your shoulders up to your ears and your ears down to your shoulders. Squeezing in your spine, squeezing down into your spine. Your neck is pushing right down into your spine. Breathing into your spine so it's nice and taut, nice and tense. Just holding that position for a few minutes. Holding, squeezing in your shoulders, squeezing up your shoulders and down with your ears. Holding, holding. Holding, holding. Just pushing up a little bit harder, a bit more tension. Feeling it, feeling it. Once again on that out breath. Just letting go. Again. Letting go. And again, just letting go. Letting the shoulders drop. The spine relax a little bit. Letting the neck muscles relax a moment. That's good. I'm going to ask you to bring your attention to your shoulders again, and this time your arms, your biceps, your triceps, right down into your wrists and into your hands, and squeeze your hands into a ball. Tight and tight and tight, and you want to even cross your arms in front of you and tighten yourself up into a ball with your arms and your hands and your shoulders. Tight, tight, tight. Clenching your fists as tight as you can. Thumbs, fingers, fingernails. Tight, tight, tight. Holding, holding. Squeezing, squeezing. Squeezing, squeezing. And just holding that just for a moment. And on that out breath, just letting go. Letting the arms drop by your sides. Letting go, letting go, letting the arms drop and feel the flow of energy dropping down your arms, into your hands, into your fingertips. You may be experiencing tingles in your fingers as the blood rushes through to your fingertips. I want you to bring your attention to your face. And just screwing the face as nice and tight. Eyes, nose, mouth tight. Jaw tight. And just slowly letting go. Letting go. Letting the jaw go. And the face relax, let the cheeks go. Letting the lips go. Soft on the eyes. Just finding that central place of breathing, coming back to your breath. Breathing all the way down your lungs, into your belly, down your legs, into your toes. And all the way back up again. All the way into your lungs and beyond, and up into your face, up into your shoulders, up into your head. Breathing down your arms and into your hands and into your fingers and thumbs. So you're filling your whole being with breath. That's good. That's good. Just being aware of the lightness, the tingles, maybe the warmth. And just opening your eyes when you're ready. That's a great meditation. It's a great one for just letting go of the tension. It's a great one if you've been doing physical exercise and just want to relax the body. Just downing the body after some exercise is great as well. It's a great one to take into a space. It's a great one to take into an intimate space if you're going to be intimate with somebody, because there's a relaxation. There's less tension in the body. So it's a good tool to go into communication with, or to go into an intimate space with somebody in. So it's a great tool, that one. So that's the body relaxation technique meditation, and it's a great one to learn. So I hope you're having fun with this. I hope you are following. So I'm just going to give you a couple of moments, just in case you need to take a few notes. And please, you can just take a few notes if you need to, or just have a drink of water. You may experience a little bit of lightheadedness, so please do not get up too quickly, because we are changing the consciousness of the mind as we're doing this work, different calibrations. and you may go a little bit dizzy. So I would say, drink plenty of water when you're meditating, and do not stand up too quickly. You may experience some dizziness. You may experience some colors. You may experience some movements of light. That's pretty normal. It's what happens when we change consciousness. We experience different things, but there's nothing to be alarmed about. It's just what happens. You may start to see different colors. In fact, if you close your eyes, you might start to see reds and blues and yellows and oranges and all those rainbow colors. It's pretty normal. People start to go, oh, I'm seeing colors when I'm meditating. I'm seeing spirits. I'm seeing things. The reality is you're probably not seeing spirits yet, unless one woof comes by, because that's another level of meditation to get to that spiritual embrace. But what you may be doing is just getting into that space of what we call the astral or the soul world, where we're meeting the physical and the next level beyond the physical, which, if you like, is that etheric realm and then the astral realms. So you may be experiencing something. Some people, when they come to meditation, start to see auras around people because they're in a different space. And we can train ourselves through a meditative process to actually see the aura. And there's a whole nother webinar and talk on different aspects of what we see, because there are the etheric realms and the astral realms, the soul realms that we experience. And people just call them auras, where there's many different kinds of auras, and we experience different things. Just for now, though, if you do start to see nice lights around people, it's pretty normal and nice. Not quite like the light in the photograph behind me, but you may see a shimmering, could change color. It's pretty normal when you get into these different states of being. So if you've taken some notes, if you needed to, that's great. What I'd like to do is teach you another meditation, and I'm going to give you a couple of moments. If you haven't got one on hand, don't worry about it. You can do this another time, but it's meditation called the candle light meditation. I'm going to light a candle, and I'll just show you how to do this one. If you don't have a candle, it's okay, but if you do, go and grab one now. Just come back and light a candle. It can be a small candle, a large candle. So I'll give you a couple of moments just to get a candle. Really like this soft candle-like meditation. So what you do is put the candle, see I've got a beautiful candle holder of mine. Put the candle in front of you. And this is a soft eye meditation, so you don't actually close your eyes to begin with this one. You actually start with the candle, soft eyes. So just a nice soft gaze on the candle, on the flame. So you probably want it about a couple of hand spans away from you. Yep. 2 or 3 hand spans. 2 is good. So it's within arm's reach, or half an arm's reach. Just put it in front of you. Nice soft eyes. And then just focus on the flame. Focus on the flame. Breathing softly. The flame dancing, moving. I'd like you to look into the core of the flame, the center of the flame. Center of the flame. See the brilliance of the light. Center of the flame. You'll see just below there's a dark patch. And as it comes up, there's a brilliant patch right in the center. Just want you to focus on that for a moment. I'm going to ask you to slowly close your eyes in a moment. Don't do it quite yet. Just keep looking at the flame. And in a moment, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. And when you do, I'm going to ask you to put your palms over your eyes like this. When you do it, Close your eyes, put your palms over your eyes so it heightens the darkness. And I want you to relax into breathing and just see if any image comes for you. So when you're ready, just closing your eyes, palming, put the palm in front of you. Push a little bit tight if you'd like to, so you have complete darkness. Complete darkness. You have complete darkness with your hands. If you want to open your eyes, you can, but if you want to keep them closed, that's okay. And just look straight in front of you. You might want to put your head up a little bit straight. Straight ahead of you. Into the darkness. Looking into the darkness. Into the darkness. Breathing into it. You may have an afterlight. Different colors, green, and if you look into the green and look on the outside, you'll see your reds and your mauves, your pinks. And the more you stare, you can extend that. And it may come and go. Just breathing, slowly letting go, just taking your hands away from your eyes. Eyes closed. Without the hand, you may see a slightly different color right in front of you with your eyes closed. If you're soft focused, play around with that light, it's fun. When you're ready, just open your eyes again. And if you look at a wall straight in front of you, particularly if you're a white wall, you may see an impression on the wall right in front of you, a particular color. You're dancing around a little bit as you blink. There will be a color, probably stay a little while before it disappears. This is a candlelight meditation. I'm going to bring you back to the candle flame. Just soft focus again on the flame. And this time, rather than going into the flame, I want you to come to the periphery of the flame and look at the very edge of the flame. Just above the top of the flame is where the yellow-orange starts to disappear, and then the sides, just seeing beyond the flame. Look slightly beyond the yellow, the orange. Soft focus. You may experience something quite amazing. Different colors. If you really focus, and this takes some training, you'll see the colors of the rainbow. Nice and soft. And breathing. Watching the dancing flame. Just external from the flame, just on the edge of the flame. Soft, 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 soft colors. Focusing on those for a moment. Therefore, what happens is the flame itself becomes wider because your focus is wider. Choose to again, just closing your eyes. If you want to put your hands in front of you again, do the image again. You will probably be experiencing a different color, a different shape even. Push quite tight with your hands. If you want to close your eyes, you can. If it's easier to keep them open, you can. As long as there's darkness. See what's in front of you. Just keep focusing in front of you. Soft eyes, open or close. This time you may experience something different. You may have a yellow center, and a red, and then purple, magenta, all on the outside. Beautiful colors. Beautiful colors. And just slightly dropping your eyes, your hands, and your eyes. Look at the wall in front of you. Maybe different, maybe the same. Maybe a bit more accentuated this time. There you go. So that's the candle meditation. That's actually quite beautiful. You can do that for quite a long time. I really enjoy that meditation myself. And you can do that around campfires. You can do it with any light. Probably not so much with a globe because it's too intense, iridescent. It's too bright in the eyes. A candle flame is nice and safe. I wouldn't be suggesting sunlight yet. That's pretty advanced meditation when you meditate on the sunlight in your eyes, because it's advised not to stare into the sun, but there's a different school of thoughts around that, and I'm one of those different school thoughters who actually use the sun as a meditation. Very, very powerful, but I wouldn't be going out there just yet staring into the sunlight, well, like we've just been doing with the candlelight. So I hope you enjoyed that candlelight meditation. I really, really do enjoy that one. So just giving yourselves to come back again. If you want to just grab a glass of water, keep yourself hydrated. Do not stand up too quickly. Make sure you don't send the fire alarms off in the house. A few different things. So some of the things you may have seen in your meditation journey are a few different things people use, and you can use things like the bowls, Tibetan bowls. Use sound and follow the sound and just let the sound take you away, take you away, take you away, take you away. You may have a CD with the bowl sounds on it, which is beautiful, or get somebody to play the bowls. Crystal bowls are absolutely beautiful. I've had many beautiful experiences with crystal bowls. I've actually played the didgeridoo while somebody else was playing crystal bowls, and I've done a few ceremonies and a couple of weddings with crystal bowl and didgeridoos, and the sound is amazing. People drop into a very amazing space. The other thing you might know is a lot of people use crystals for meditation, just holding the crystal or tuning into it. There's a beautiful pointed crystal here, and so you might just hold in the crystal. This one actually has got a flat piece on the bottom here, so I can actually put the crystal flat onto my body. You can just see this because of the shape of the crystal. I can place that on my body and just hold the crystal, and it's quite a beautiful grounded feeling, particularly with a cold crystal. A lot of people use the crystal in meditation. You can use it on the various parts of the body, particularly in the chakra healing. Some people like to use different things, and so this particular crystal here with this shape like this is good for placing on the chakra points. So I can place it on my forehead. Looks a bit strange. On my ear, on my throat, on my heart, solar plexus, down to my base chakra. And it's just a really nice grounding feeling when people use crystals and different things. For some people, it's the opposite. They actually go out too fast and with crystal. So just find out what mineral is good for you. If you want to use something, you might want to use a piece of wood or something else if you'd like to as well. Just having something to hold sometimes is really good in meditation, even if you're just sitting with something. I know when I'm playing my didge, if I stop playing, I just hold my didge and meditate. So if you have a crystal or something, you want to learn to meditate in the crystal, you can. And the other thing with crystal, you can meditate by looking into the crystal. So for instance, this crystal inside here, it's got some beautiful, amazing lines. It's basically what a crystal is encapsulated sunlight. So the sunlight in this crystal is millions of years old, and it's trapped sunlight that gets caught in the crystal and then gets encompassed. So when we break open this and we use it, It's basically sunlight from millions of years ago that's being released back into the atmosphere. And just as a bit of a side story, in biodynamic agriculture, which is an organic system of agriculture, crystal is used a lot on the crops, and it's put out in a particular way. The crystal is ground up and put into a cow horn, buried underground in the summer for 6 months, and then it's dug up out of the ground, and it's 1 gram. Can you imagine what 1 gram is? Like a little fingernail size of powdered crystal is put into 15 liters of water. Yeah, 1 gram in 15 liters of water. You imagine that's gone in there. And then what happens? It's stirred clockwise and anti-clockwise, clockwise and anti-clockwise, clockwise and anti-clockwise. So a vortex is formed in the middle, and that's done for 1 hour. And then that crystalline water is taken and put into a very thin, soft mist spray, and it's sprayed over the paddocks, it's sprayed over all the food in the gardens and on the farms, and it helps form the plant. It's an amazing, amazing, amazing thing to put on the plants and on the ground, on the land. If it's done before sunrise, because this has to be done early in the morning before sunrise, if it's done during sunrise and you spray that out on plants, it will actually burn the plants. It's so powerful, it'll actually burn the plants, it'll burn the grass. The power of the crystal from that sunlight. So it's done in the morning before sunrise, at certain times of the year with the moon and the stars. So it's very, very powerful. So the crystal is very powerful. So if you're tuning into crystal energy, for some people it can be a bit overwhelming. So just a word of caution of what you use in terms of a medium when you're holding or using different things. So yes, so just check that out. Just try a few things. Try selenite, try crystal, try all sorts of things, and see how you go. So that's a few things. So crystal, we've done the candlelight, and we've done a few other meditations. What I want to bring into you now, just to complete the meditations for tonight, because there's quite a few for you, is a chakra meditation. You know, in the healing space, in the new age space, in the personal development, spiritual development place, the chakras are talked about a lot. And we talk about the 7 main chakras, you know, the colors of the rainbow for each chakra, from red in the base right up here to the violet. Or some people go beyond that and talk about chakras beyond the chakras and go into the rays and different things as well. But let's just start with the 7 basic chakras. Yeah, it's 7 basic chakras. So just to give you an idea of that, is lower chakra is right down by middle of your legs. It's called first chakra. Second chakra is on the belly, just below the belly button. Second chakra. Third, solar plexus, just below where the rib cage comes in and joins. Fourth is the heart. So that's the center of the 7, the heart chakra. And then we have the throat chakra. 5. We have the brow or third eye chakra. 6. And then the 7th chakra is the crown chakra. But a lot of people, when they get into meditation, they often feel energy coming out or in from the crown chakra. So imagine when you're a baby, you have the fontanella open. It's a bit like opening that again, and energy coming in or out. So if you're going to get into chakra meditations and spiritual meditations, I say to people, please get a teacher. You know, seriously, if you're serious about meditation and spiritual work, get a teacher that understands what they're doing, where they're going, because you don't want to open up too quick and have some experiences that may not be good for you, because you can get some pretty outlandish experiences out there. So do it with caution. Only do what you know you can do. Don't zoom yourself out. Do it steadily and carefully and cautions, and do the preparation work. So for me, preparation is really important in meditation. Lots and lots of preparation before you jump over the threshold into the deeper work. So we're just going to touch into the chakra work tonight. So I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. If you want to use your hands in this to put them on the chakras, you might get a deeper sensation. If you want to use a crystal or a piece of wood or something to connect, you can do that as well. But if you don't, that's okay. You can just focus. So bring your awareness down into that base chakra, down in your groin region. breathing into that space. I want you to imagine the color red. Send loving red energy and light into that area. Breathing into your chakra. Breathing in, breathing out. And just bring your awareness up into your belly region, just below your belly button, into the second chakra. You might want to just imagine the color orange. Breathing in the color orange and breathing out the color orange. And this is where all the creativity sits. So you can tune in and focus on the areas you want to be really creative. What's stirring in my belly? What's in the hara? Feeling the breath going in and out of your belly. Accentuated in and out. Into the belly, out of the belly. That's good. And just bring your awareness up into the third chakra, into the solar plexus, which is just where the bottom of the rib cage is meet. Be very tender in there, very tender spot. I call this my me point. It's all about the center of me, who I am in this space. So if you need to bring yourself to self, you can just simply put your fingers on that point, or a crystal on that point, and just breathe in. Breathing in. And we'll just focus on the color yellow. Just breathing it in. The self point, the me point. That's good. And just bring your awareness up into your heart region, all around the heart, around the chest. Breathing in, soft and gentle. Put your hands there just to connect. Breathing in. You might like to experience the color green, the healing color of green around the heart. That's good. Aware of the heartbeat, aware of the breathing. You may want to send some love and gratitude and forgiveness from the heart out into the world. So radiating it out from your being out into the world. Love, gratitude, forgiveness, all those things that come from the heart. And then bringing awareness up into the throat, into the throat chakra. Chakra of expression. feel blocked in your speaking or your singing or your expressions, it's a good place to focus in on. Imagine the colour blue. Breathing in. Breathing in. Allowing it to soften. Opening the throat chakra. Allowing for the expression. Yes. You bring yourself to your third eye, the brow. You might start to imagine the colour purple, mauve around that region. Use your fingertips or just to touch it, you can do. Breathing in. You may get some pain and some tension in that spot. It's quite common. If you do, just ease off a little bit. Just soften the breathing. Don't focus quite as hard. If you want to go a little bit deeper, a bit more intense, one way to do that is to just lick your fingertip, or a little bit of water from your glass on your fingertip, and just touch the third eye spot, the brow spot with it. And then bring your focus into that dampness, into the cool. It accentuates the experience. If it gets too intense, just back yourself off. One can sit in this space for a very long time on this chakra or any other chakra. Breathing in, breathing out. Opening oneself up to inner knowledge, inner wisdom, third eye wisdom. And bringing ourselves to the final of the 7 chakras, to the crown chakra, the top of the head. You might want to imagine there's a stream of light coming from the top of your head, heading up into the cosmos, up into the stars, with a beam of white or magenta light flowing in and out of your crown chakra. Start to feel a bit lightheaded and it's not comfortable, just back off a little bit. If you want to go a bit deeper, just go a bit deeper, a bit higher, a bit wider, a bit more open. Allowing the imagination to stretch beyond the head and at the same time just making your feet firmly on the ground. So you're a conduit between the earth and the heavens, the earth and the cosmos. And just letting that vital energy flow through you. And then breathe that white light, that magenta light, whatever you're experiencing, down through each of the chakras. Down through the crown, into the throat, into the heart, into the solar plexus, into the belly, down into your groin, down your legs, down into the earth. You become the conduit of energy. Just sit in that for a moment. Breathe in that for a moment. When you're ready, just opening your eyes. Opening your eyes. Back to my voice. You might want to stretch. You might want to move your fingers and your toes and bring yourself back in. So we've done quite a lot tonight in the last hour. So if any of those meditations were more enjoyable than the others, they're probably the ones for you to grasp and to use, because meditation is about enjoyment. Pointless doing meditations if you're not really enjoying it, because it will probably stop your practice. So choose one of those meditations from tonight, or a couple, and put those into your practice. But please do find your one meditation that you do every single day with a word or a phrase or an image, and just stick with that. That is my advice to you for tonight. So look, I want to thank you for being here. If you'd like to learn a little bit more, want to know anything else that I do, you can go to adrianhanks.com. I do private meditation and also group meditations. If you want me to come to your place and teach meditation at some point to a group of people, very happy to do that. If you want to run a course or so with me, but if you want some private tuition, or if there's anything else, any of my other work, then adrianhanks.com is the website to go to. So thanks once again, and I'll touch base with you again. See ya.